morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into another video. Today we're going to be talking about the all-new 900 Global Xponent. It's the new one that was just featured out at Bull Expo and is going to be coming out here in the next week. But before we do, obviously you can see, yes, I am here. I'm making a video, as you can see by the bandage here. Did have shoulder surgery. Shoulder surgery went well. As far as I know, everything is you know, good and healing. So have a couple appointments coming up here. Bowling hopefully will be starting again in around 5 or 6 weeks. So these will be the last video. This one and the Zen Gold label will be the ones that you see here for the next week. But again, thanks for all the well wishes. Again, surgery went well, so that is that. Also, as you guys could, if you saw my community and you know, you saw the last video, you saw that there was a little logo on there that was new on the thumbnail from the hustle video. Is I have signed a staff contract with Vise. Couldn't be happier to hop on with Vise. I've been using their products for God knows how long. I mean, it's probably been all my life that I've been using Vise products on and off, and their IT system that I use is fantastic. It's second to none. It's the best interchangeable thumb system that's out on the market right now, and you know, their grips are phenomenal. And yeah, the whole Vise company, I think their products are second to none, and the company in and of itself is fantastic. So thank you to John and the Vise family for welcoming me on board. And again, I couldn't be happier to join that Vise family. So make sure you head on over to your local pro shop. Make sure they have some Vise products in there, and make sure you support that company, because again, they're a really great company. I'm more than happy to be on board with them. But obviously, again, got to thank Storm and I Am Bowling again, you know, for their continued support of me and my channel. Head on over to iambowling.com. You can use my promo code that's going to be featured down here. Only a one finger point this time, but so that promo code is FireOut07. You can use that at checkout to save yourself 20% off of your apparel order over at I Am Bowling. And again, make sure you get into your local VIP pro shop where you can take a look at the 4 ball releases that, you know, were kind of featured at Bull Expo, and talk to your pro shop operator and see which of those 4, or you know, even if you want to get all 4 of them, just check to see which ones would go best in your bag. They generally know what they're talking about, so head on over and get 1 or all 4 of those Bull Expo balls into your bag. But again, so today we're going to be talking about the all-new 900 Global Xponent. The layout that I have on this Exponent is 5x4x3. I'm going to be featuring, again, more of this VLS layout system from Storm, and getting away from the dual angle layout systems. I do feel that the VLS layout system offers me a lot more variables that I can control in the layout system, and gives me more of what I want to see out of my bowling balls. So again, if you want to see the converted VLS to dual angle layouts, I can certainly do that. But if it's not a big deal for you guys, we're just going to stick to the VLS layouts, and you know, we'll do that. But again, layout on the Exponent is a 5x4x3. The pattern is a 41-foot typical house shot, our house shot, and then back again is that 36-foot low volume pattern. I really actually like putting this pattern out, because I think it really gives me an idea of what that ball is going to do once we get into a little bit of transition, and when I really have to jump left and play those steeper angles. So I really do like this 36-foot low volume pattern that we're putting out, and you'll actually see between the 2 balls, this one and the gold label, is they do react very differently on the pattern. And you'll kind of see which ball is better, which ball maybe isn't better, and which ball is better on fresh and that sort of thing. So if you like to see this the 36-foot low volume pattern, make sure you let me know down in the comments down below. That's enough of me talking, guys. Let's get into this Exponent. All right, so here we are going to look at the all-new Exponent as you see it going down the lane here. This is on the 41-foot typical house shot. Now, while this is a 900 global ball, that means that there is no scent on this ball. Again, those are only Storm releases, so again, no scent on the Exponent, but the out-of-box finish is a 4000 Abralon. The cover on this ball is the Reserve Blend 701. So this is a new cover stock. This is the first time it's ever been used. This cover is designed for some more medium patterns. The core on this Exponent is the Shrapnel 2.0 core. This is the second time this core has ever been used, and the first was in the C4 Ordnance that I do know a lot of people like. However, I did not get my hands on a C4 before they were discontinued. RG on this is 248, differential of 042, and that is in 15 pounds. So again, kind of looking at the shape here, it's certainly a little bit smoother. You know, it's obviously summer bowling, so I'm not throwing the ball the greatest, but certainly is a lot smoother. And you know, again, you can see that down lane too, that it doesn't exactly jackknife off the back. It's pretty smooth. So shelf life on this ball, I could see this ball being around for probably about a year. I would say a similar shelf life as the Zen Master that we saw in August of 2021. So you are going to see one more shot here with the Exponent, and we are going to start getting into here the Zen Master. So as I mentioned before, this Zen Master was released in August of 2021. This was a really good release in my opinion. I actually really did like the Zen Master. If you had a Zen Master, let me know down in the comments down below, and did you like it? Make sure you let me know that too. So this ball is older. It's got some games on it. You know, obviously you're not going to see peak performance out of this Zen Master, but it still is a really good ball. So as I mentioned, this ball was released in August of 2021. The out-of-box finish on this was 3000, so a little bit grittier than the Exponent. However, again, it's an older ball. It's got some lane shine on it. So this cover on this Zen Master is the S77 responsive solid cover stock. It was used twice, which was in the Zen Master and also the 900 Global Aspect. The core in this Zen Master is the Meditate core, obviously synonymous with the Zen line. It was used 6 times, and obviously the first was the original Zen. The latest is obviously the Zen Gold Label, which we will be taking a look at in the next video. The RG on this ball is 249, differential is 051, and again, that is in 15 pounds as well. So as you can see, kind of the differences in this, I would certainly say this ball is stronger, and certainly stronger down lane too. This one definitely has a little kick to it once it kind of hits that dry spot. Again, there you can see the age in that ball. It just didn't necessarily want to kind of come around that corner. Again, summer bowling, I'm not throwing it the best, but here is really where you're going to see that Exponent thrive. And I was honestly pleasantly surprised when I started throwing this Exponent in. Generally, if I'm looking to move in, especially this deep, I'm probably going to be throwing some sort of pearl, maybe like a pearl ASIN or something like that. But this ball really did look good, and I think it has something to do with how smooth this cover is in that transition point. Once it hits the friction, obviously it changes direction, but it doesn't want to snap and hook off the face of the earth. I mean, you're really able to kind of control the pocket with this, control the break point, which I think is really special and really good. And here you can see, now I'm just going to start running some strikes here. And you're going to see some different areas too, right? So again, summer bowling, as I mentioned 3 times here before, I'm not hitting my mark the best, but you know, again, this ball is really able to control that break point, control the pocket, get through the pins right when I am inside like this. So I was, again, very pleasantly surprised. That ball I thought I got in, carried a 4-pin, but again, I was very happy with how this ball reacted in, and I certainly think that this is going to be a ball, again, that's going to go into my tournament bag as a ball that I'm going to pull out once I get stuck. When I need to maybe make a jump left, or you know, the ball that I'm throwing deep isn't reacting anymore. Like I said, I might be throwing a pearl ASIM or something like that. I know I can probably switch to this ball maybe when that gets a little wet dry, and I'm going to have all the confidence in the world that I'm going to be able to make that ball do what I need it to do. Alright, so we saw the 2 balls go down the lane. We saw the Zen Master as well as the Exponent. And my first impressions of this Exponent is it's a little slower on fresh, and I also think it's a less continuous ball than what that Zen Master is. It worked really, really well in the inside track, which I think you were able to see. I think I had like 5 or 6 in a row at one point, and I really had some confidence using this ball inside. So it works really well on the inside track, which makes sense. You don't want a ball that is, you know, obviously, like I said, it's a little slower on fresh. Again, not as continuous, but that would make sense as to why it's better when you're playing that inside track. You don't want a ball that's going to jackknife as soon as it hits the spot, right? You want a ball that's going to kind of blend everything out and make it easier to kind of control that pocket. So it makes a lot of sense why this ball did really well inside. And again, it looked really, really good on that shorter, low volume pattern. So who is this Exponent for? Well, it's for mostly players looking for a transition ball. It looks like it's going to blend patterns very, very well. So if you're kind of looking for something that you're trying to control a little bit of wet-dry with, if you're looking for something that you can jump left with and kind of control the pattern, control the pocket, that sort of thing, this ball is going to work really, really well for that. I can see this also playing into the hands of like some higher rev, maybe some two-handed players. You know, because again, this is a ball that I think you can control the pocket really, really well with. It's not a ball that you're probably going to go for through the face and then wash out. It's going to be a ball that, you know, maybe your carry percentage isn't going to be as high, but you're not going to give away the pocket either. You're going to be able to control it. And I think obviously that's probably what the intention was with this piece. But again, it does work really, really well. Maybe not the best on fresh like we saw, but not every ball that you're going to have is going to be the best on every single pattern, right? You want one ball that's going to be good on this pattern. You want one ball that's going to be good on that pattern. That's the point of building an arsenal, right? So just because this ball didn't look great on the fresh league shot, it looked phenomenal on that low volume, shorter pattern, which again is kind of what I anticipate this ball is going to be used for, is when you jump left and kind of get into some transition. So I'm excited for this Exponent. I think it's certainly going to make my tournament bag. Probably won't see it much in league, but again, I think this is going to make my tournament bag, and I think it's going to make that tournament bag look really, really good, and I think it's going to fill kind of a hole that I have in there in you know, having a transition ball. So are you going to get an Exponent? Do you already have one? I mean, you guys might actually have one by now, but are you going to get one? Make sure you let me know down in the comments down below. I'm sorry, I look a little rough for this video. Again, I just had surgery 2 days ago, so still kind of getting my bearings a little bit and getting the body to hurt a little bit less. But again, all in all, I'm feeling good. Sorry I couldn't look the best for you guys, but yeah, I'm excited to finally have time to sit down and do this video and get it out. So up next, we're going to have the Zen Gold label. I'll probably look the same in that video as well, but yeah, up next we're going to have the Zen Gold label. That ball looks good in a different way than this Exponent. They're very, very different, which I think would really make them pair up very, very well together. And I think that's something that Storm is really doing well, is they're coming out with balls kind of at the same time that really complement each other really, really well, and are two balls that you can certainly build an arsenal with. So you know, pat on the back to Storm and 900 Global and Rotogrip for making that happen. But again, until that Zen Gold label video, guys, good luck and good bowling.